So what if you've got great case studies and your outbound is still falling flat? You see, proof and case studies doesn't make a decision maker necessarily care, but timing does. And if your first line doesn't show why this account matters right now, why what you're reaching out to them with matters right now, then the case study really has no chance of making its making its debut, so to speak. And instead, you typically come off sounding more like a vendor pitch, and that's why good proof still gets ignored. And a decision maker is usually filtering within milliseconds of reading your outbound messaging for business context. You know, what's new, what's changed, why now, how could this affect me, how is this relevant to me or my organization, and who owns it, you know, and whether I can even own it as a recipient. And so the seller opens typically like they're already on a sales call, and they lean in heavy with the, you know, we do X for Y, and we've got this case study, and we got these results, and here's this cool customer logo and whatnot. And then they ask for the call, and none of that is necessarily bad in and of itself. Proof does matter. And guarantees can help. Case studies can definitely move somebody, but sequence matters. And in the first touch, the buyer isn't asking themselves, you know, can this person prove it? Not yet. They're really asking themselves, why this account and why now? In other words, why should I pay attention to this email, really, or cold call, and how is it relevant right now to what I'm doing right now? And if the first few lines don't really answer that, then the proof starts to feel like pressure. You're asking them to basically believe you before they know why this actually matters to them. So proof, so that leads us to essentially the concept that proof comes after timing. Before a case study even can matter, the account has to connect what is happening right now. So you have your case studies, customer logos, guarantees, and stuff like that, but it's a little bit too soon, right? They don't know who you are. They don't know, like, and trust. And so really you have to answer the question, why this account, why you're reaching out to this account, and why you're reaching out right now, because that's what's going on in the buyer's head. So we want to show the business timing and relevance first, and then the proof sort of helps on top of that. So the mistake usually feels like a logical choice, right? You lead with social proof to reduce their perceived risk, and the decision maker still sees a vendor pitch basically coming at them. And so usually it looks like this. It's like, hey, we helped teams like yours. We have proof. We guarantee it. Do you have 20 minutes? And to you, writing the message or the script, it feels credible, and it feels like, you're getting the job done, checking the boxes, so to speak. But to the prospect, it still feels like, hey, I don't know you, and I don't know why this is relevant and matters to me particularly right now. And so the seller thought, hey, show credibility. The buyer kind of reads it as, oh, it's a vendor pitch, So what do decision makers actually think, in those first few milliseconds? Well, they're actually triaging by timing and relevance. So they're asking whether this account, whether this message matters right now, and whether what you're offering is relevant to their specific business and their role specifically. So a busy decision maker, they've got goals to hit, they have priority shifting, and they've got problems to sort out. And so basically that goes into how you look at any particular account that you're looking at any particular time. You have to factor that in. And so the question becomes, why reach out to this account right now? What's the relevance? And so if you don't get that relevance piece right and you show up with proof first, typically it just gets ignored. And if you do pass it, then they keep on reading, and it's sort of you earn the right to sort of deliver the next bit of the message. And so what we want to do is sort of flip this around, and the way to do it is to shift your own perspective. And so what we go from is basically a before state where it's like you're asking them to basically trust you. Hey, trust me. We help teams like yours. We can prove it. We guarantee it. Want to call? Instead of that, we want to make it more like, hey, I saw this specific thing about your business, right? Something that's relevant to you right now, and here's the solution to it. I can send the checklist, or I can send how you can fix it, or I can, I noticed this about what you're doing right now. Here's the verifiable signals, proof, and evidence. This is how we can fix it. And this gives them actually a reason to keep reading and potentially respond as well. So the first the first version here asks for trust, and the second one here shows why you and why now with relevance. And so the business timing structure basically looks like this. You have a visible account change. This comes down to being able to source the signals, and then it answers the question, why now? And here's what's interesting is, like, based upon the observation, what's the likely business impact? Okay, so we have a signal that they're hiring for a specific role, for instance. What does that indicate? Does that mean there's more pressure in some areas or other areas? Let's say they're doing a product announcement or something like that. Does that make for more pressure with regards to whatever it is your solution is, whatever problem that you are solving? What's the likely impact? And then you want to verify that as well. And then you want to find the right decision maker, business owner, right? So you always want to check and verify. So use this kind of shape essentially with your messaging. It's like, hey, I saw specific business situation or change that's verifiable, and since the timing signal since it's current essentially, right? There's it's probably going to affect you in this way, and it might be worth looking at. And I can show you how others in your industry whom we've worked with have navigated this situation, or solved that problem, whatever it is that is likely the problem and the business impact, right? And then just basically asking them if you have permission to send them that value. It could be a checklist, could be something for free. It could be sending them specific insider not insider information, but sort of like your experience and expertise on how to navigate the situation that they might be in. And so where proof starts helping then is it's kind of so where proof starts to help then is it reduces risk after the timing is clear, after the relevance is clear. Proof answers whether this can work for us, right? So without timing context, why now is clear and useful check. So you go from no timing context to clarity on why reach out now, and then you validate that is true, and then the proof comes in at this stage where you actually can lower the perceived risk. But if it comes too early and you're trying to sort of impress, hey, we helped big name brand name here and big name brand name there, it creates sort of a pressure without the, why should I care kind of thing. So a first touch isn't a sales call. It's not a discovery. It's just earning their attention, the right to have their attention. So the first touch's job is just show why this matters right now, right? And the likely impact, and ask who owns it. And then that earns basically attention so that you can then show the proof, handle the objections and risks, and explain everything. But a lot of companies first start with explaining everything and showing proof and whatnot before it actually matters to them. So I'm going to answer why it matters now, and then bring the proof into the discussion at that point in time. So I would kind of formulate my message in that order. What changed, why now, what's the likely impact, and how may it affect them, and then a validation check to make sure that the data is good, and then routing, who should I route this solution or proof to? And then that's kind of where the proof comes in once they're actually more engaged and they know they should care. So after the buyer sees the business timing, relevance, and whatnot. So I hope you found this helpful and useful. It's been Travis. If you'd like to work with me together, there's a link in the description where you can contact me and book some time. And thanks so much for your attention. And until next time, bye-bye.